We are celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month here at the Indiana Historical Society in May. As part of our multicultural collecting initiative, which started in 2016, we have brought in some interesting materials from folks around the state. And what I have to share with you today is a photo album from the Japanese American Citizens League. And it has kind of a fun cover to show you today.
The Japanese American Citizens League was founded in 1929 by a collaboration of Nisei, or second generation, organizations in California and Washington. It is the oldest and largest Asian American civil rights organization in the United States today. The mission of the organization is to secure and maintain the civil rights of Japanese Americans and all others who are victims of injustice and bigotry. The JACL also works to promote and preserve the cultural heritage, social values, and education of the Japanese American community. The Constitution for the Hoosier chapter of the JACL was written in December 1975, with the founding members mostly looking to organize events to promote community between Japanese Americans in Indiana. The first meeting took place on Saturday, January 24, 1976, at the Heritage House Smorgasbord in Indianapolis, Indiana, and was presided over by the chapter's first president, Dr. George Uemura. The Hoosier JACL was the first new chapter added to the Midwest in almost 30 years and was chartered as the 94th chapter in the country. This scrapbook features images for gatherings for summer picnics, Christmas parties, and Shinnenkai, or New Year's celebrations, from 1976 to 1981. Other events in the book show the Hoosier JACL hosting educational events like films, speakers, kabuki performances, and participation in cultural arts activities like food, dance, and crafts, in conjunction with the Nationalities Council and the International Center of Indianapolis. While the Hoosier JACL is nonpartisan, the organization does engage in political advocacy for the Japanese American community, Asian communities, and generally on human rights issues. Most notably, the Hoosier JACL, along with the regional and national chapters of the Japanese American Citizens League, raised funds and engaged in political advocacy within their state in the movement for redress. The redress movement was an effort by the Japanese American community to request a formal apology and reparations from the United States government for damages inflicted to the community due to Executive Order 9066. Executive Order 9066 was signed in 1942 by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt and resulted in the involuntary imprisonment of people of Japanese ancestry living near the western U.S. coast. These Japanese Americans were relocated to internment camps, or war relocation centers, in Arkansas, Arizona, California, Colorado, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming, after being labeled enemy aliens and considered by the federal government as national threats. Nearly 70,000 of the 122,000 adults and children forced into camps were American citizens who lost personal liberties, homes, and properties. Nisei were encouraged to serve in the U.S. military as a way to prove their loyalty, and more than 30,000 Japanese Americans served with distinction during World War II in segregated units. In 1988, 43 years after the end of World War II, and after 10 years of advocacy by the JACL, including the Hoosier chapter, President Ronald Reagan signed the Civil Liberties Act. This included a formal apology and ordered $20,000 to be paid to each survivor of this atrocity. In addition to supporting redress efforts, the Hoosier JACL was successful in their 1979 campaign to get Indianapolis Mayor William Hudnut III and the Indiana Governor Otis R. Bowen to issue proclamations acknowledging Asian Pacific American Heritage Week, which is now celebrated during the entire month of May. This scrapbook, along with records, publications, and photographs documenting the activities of the Japanese American Citizens League, can be found at the IHS Library and Archives, or by exploring our digital database. The Hoosier JACL scrapbook represents what celebrating heritage can look like, while also advocating for the rights of your community. How do you celebrate your history? What are problems your community faces, and how can you advocate for those around you? Thank you for listening, and we hope you join us for what we unbox next.